Hey guys, YouTube War 100 here. Right now, I'm finally getting to a good Survivor Series. Here's my review of Survivor Series 2000. Yeah. I watched the show last night. I decided to wait till the morning to make the review because by the time I was finished with it, it was like 12:40 in the morning. So yeah, I just didn't want to make a video that late. So yeah, I decided to do the review now. So yeah, I thought this was actually a really good show. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not like one of the greatest Attitude Era shows of all time, but yeah, this is still a pretty entertaining show. Yeah, I don't think you'll be disappointed if you watch the show. Alright, so, yeah, let me get started. So, the show started with a six-person intergender tag team match. It was Test, Albert, and Trish Stratus against Steve Blackman, Crash Holly, and Molly Holly. And I thought this was pretty good. Yeah, it was really short, though. It was only like, I don't know, 6 minutes maybe. Yeah, I like the shirts that Tess and Albert were wearing. They took out the APA, so they were wearing like APA shirts with TN and coming before the APA, so it said like TN APA. I actually thought that was kind of funny. But yeah, and yeah, a couple of times in the match, Trish wanted a piece of Crash, so she was tagged in to face Crash, but yeah, she couldn't get him. Molly Holly was tagged in and take on Trish, yeah. And then yeah, Crash was legal for most of the match. Yeah, he suffered a massive big boot from Test. Yeah, you can actually hear the impact of the boot, yeah. And then Albert, like, he had Crash, like, his arms were hooked behind the bottom rope. And then he pulled Crash up, and his chest hit the middle rope, yeah. And then Molly Holly was tagged in to face Trish. Yeah, and Molly Holly was beating Trish up, yeah. And then Tess, Albert, and Trish triple teamed Molly, yeah. Tess and Albert were holding Molly's arms while Trish was beating her. And then at one point, Albert was holding Molly up in the air. It looked like Tess was gonna die down on her, but then Crash and Steve Blackman came to save Molly. And then Tess, Albert, Crash, and Steve Blackman were battling on the outside. And Trish and Molly were lifting the ring. And then yeah, at the end of this match, Molly Holly got a sunset flip on Trish for the pin. And yeah, Molly, Crash, and Steve Blackman won. So yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It was really short though. That's why I only give it 2.5 stars. But I still enjoyed it for the time it lasted. And then we got a Survivor Series elimination match. It was kind of like a D-Generation X reunion. It was Billy Gunn, the Road Dogg, K-Kwik, aka R-Truth, and Chyna versus the Radicalz, which were Chris Benoit, Perry Saturn, Eddie Guerrero, and Dean Malenko. And I thought this was pretty good also, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Chyna, was tagged in to face Perry Saturn, and she was just kicking his ass. And then at one point, well, everyone was like brawling on the outside or something. Eddie Guerrero nailed Chyna in the back of the head with the Intercontinental Championship, and Chyna got eliminated. And then, yeah, then the Road Dogg at one point was just being beaten up in the Radicalz corner. And then, yeah, Eddie Guerrero was taunting with Billy Gunn. Then Billy Gunn was being attacked in the Radicalz corner, and then Billy Gunn fought his way out, and then he made a comeback at Eddie Guerrero, and then eliminated him. Then when K-Kwik was tagged in, he was like much dodging and countering everything. And yeah, and then eventually Chris Benoit got a German suplex on K-Kwik and eliminated him. Yeah, and then it was down to Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, and yeah, they were they were acknowledging that it was the former New Age Outlaws. Yeah. And then Perry Saturn then got like some sort of suplex bridge pin on the Road Dogg, and then Billy Gunn was left alone 3-on-1. And yeah, then the Radicalz were they were just beating on Billy Gunn, just toying around because yeah, he was just left alone. And then eventually Billy Gunn got a famouser out of nowhere on Dean Malenko and eliminated him. And then yeah, then Chris Benoit got a headbutt on the Billy Gunn, but Billy Gunn survived it. And then at the end of this match, Saturn was knocked off the ring apron to the floor. And then as Billy was gonna give Chris Benoit suplex, Saturn pulled Billy's leg down, and then he held his foot down, and Chris Benoit was able to get the pin. And so Perry Saturn and Chris Benoit won the match. So yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I give it 3 stars. Then next up was Chris Jericho versus Kane. I actually thought this was pretty good right here, yeah. Their match at Armageddon in the Last Man Standing match really was not that great, but yeah, this was actually pretty good. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of brawling outside of the ring. In here, yep. And yeah, Kane at one point got like, he was holding Chris Jericho behind him with his head up like that. Yeah. Then he like threw Jericho into the turnbuckle, and yeah, Kane removed the padding from the turnbuckle, and then yeah, he was trying to throw Chris Jericho's face into the exposed steel, but yeah, Jericho was able to fight it, and then Chris Jericho tried to throw Kane's face into the steel, but Kane fought out of it, yeah. And then, yeah, Jericho got the walls of Jericho on Kane, and then when Kane got to the ropes, Jericho pulled him away, but then after that he just let the walls of Jericho go. It was like Kane slipped out of it or something, yeah. And then, yeah, I like the ending of this match where Chris Jericho, he went for a lion salt, but Kane caught him, and yeah, Jericho was trying to fight out, well, but Kane connected with a choke slam, and Kane won. So yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I give that 3 stars. And then we got the European Championship match. William Regal defending against Hardcore Holly. This really was not good. This was probably the second worst match of the night. Yeah, I mean, this was Hardcore Holly's first match back from a broken arm from Kurt Angle. So yeah, William Regal was targeting Hardcore Holly's arm. Yeah, I mean, he threw it into the turnbuckle, or not the turnbuckle, the ring post, and he was bending it back, and he got it into an armbar. Yeah, he was pretty much just targeting Hardcore Holly's arm for just pretty much all the match. And then at the end, Hardcore Holly just gets himself disqualified by hitting William Regal with the European Championship. Yeah, I mean, they tried to say like he just snapped from William Regal trying to re-break his arm. Really, if you think about it, really doesn't make sense. I mean, the face challenger in the title match is getting himself disqualified. That really doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, I give that, I don't know, 1 star. Then next up was The Rock versus Rikishi. This was good. This was the second best match of the night. Yeah, The Rock just sprinted out and was beating up Rikishi. And as the referee was unharming Rock from a chair, Rikishi gave The Rock a super kick in the chest. And yeah, Rikishi was targeting The Rock's chest for this match because Rikishi injured The Rock's sternum the previous Raw. Yeah, and I thought this was pretty good, yeah. Yeah, Rikishi was pretty much just doing anything to get the sternum, yeah. Yeah, and when they were on the outside of the ring at one point, Rikishi, he reversed Irish whipped The Rock into the referee, and the referee was knocked out. And then, yeah, Rikishi then got a sledgehammer, was going to hit The Rock with it, but The Rock was able to stop Rikishi before he could connect with the sledgehammer. And The Rock then gave a rock bottom to Rikishi, but The Rock couldn't capitalize it because of his injured chest. And the referee recovered. The Rock tried to cover Rikishi, but Rikishi kicked out of it. And then at one point, Rikishi then just dropped down on The Rock, and it shook the ring. People thought it was over, but The Rock kicked out. And then Rikishi then gave the stink face to The Rock, and Jerry Lawler said it was the people's stink face. And then The Rock just exploded out of the corner, and he gave Rikishi a huge clothesline, actually flipped Rikishi over. Then The Rock dodged Rikishi's super kick and gave Rikishi a spinebuster and people's elbow and got the pin, and The Rock won. And then after the match, Rikishi attacked The Rock with 4 bonsai drops. So yeah, pretty good match. 3.5 stars. Then next up was the Women's Championship match, Ivory versus Lita. This was not good at all, really. I mean, I hated what Ivory was wearing. Ivory was wearing an actual dress and high heels. Oh my God. Remind me of what Sharma wore at Victory Road 2009. Yeah. But really, Lita was bleeding bad in this match. Like, Ivory nailed her in the side of the face, and she was, like, completely bleeding on the side of her face. I mean, yeah, you don't usually see divas bleeding that badly. Yeah. But yeah, this was just all garbage. And Steven Richards came out, and he distracted the referee. And at the end, Lita tried to get a moonsault on Ivory, but she either got her knees up or the title up, and then Ivory won the match. 3/4 of a star. And then in the backstage area, Coach was like giving us a report on what was going on with The Rock, because The Rock was being worked on by EMTs. Yeah. And then Kane then attacked Jericho attacked Kane in the back. He nailed him with a chair and then ran him into a garage door. And this would lead to their last man standing match at Armageddon. Yeah. Then next up was the WWF Championship match, Kurt Angle defending against The Undertaker. This was a good match right here, yeah. This obviously isn't as good as their No Way Out 2006 match, but this was still a pretty good match. But really, after both guys came out, it took, like, I don't know, quite a few minutes for the bell to finally ring. Yeah, before the bell rang, Kurt Angle nailed The Undertaker with a chair. And so, yeah, like I said, this was a pretty good match right here. Yeah, well, yeah, Kurt Angle, at one point while Undertaker was out of the ring, he tried to just jump onto Undertaker, but Undertaker caught him, and he just rammed Kurt Angle's spine into the ring post a couple times. So it's kind of similar to what Undertaker did to Ric Flair at WrestleMania 18. Yeah. And then, yeah, Undertaker had Kurt Angle in an armbar, but Edge and Christian came out and distracted the referee. Kurt Angle was tapping, but yeah, the referee was distracted with Edge and Christian. Yeah. And then Undertaker tried to nail Christian, but yeah, Christian gave a shot to the Undertaker. Then Undertaker later on just beat up Edge and Christian, and yeah, the referee was telling them to leave ringside, and then Undertaker, he had the match won again by pinning Kurt Angle, but the referee was still distracted with Edge and Christian. And Kurt Angle got the ankle lock, not the ankle lock, sorry, the figure 4 on Undertaker a couple times. One time the Undertaker reversed it, and then another time Kurt Angle actually had the figure 4 on through the ring post. Yeah. And then yeah, this ending is kind of, yeah, Kurt Angle had done it before, and yeah, Doink the Clown did it, yeah, where, yeah, Kurt Angle like fell down to the floor, then he crawled into the ring, and then the Undertaker pulled out, the guy that we thought was Kurt Angle. Then Undertaker gave a last ride. He was about to win, but referee stopped the count. Yeah, he could see that it wasn't Kurt Angle. Then Kurt Angle came from the other side of the ring, and then rolled up Undertaker for the win. And Kurt Angle won and retained the title. And it was the first time since 1993, it's the first time in 6 years that the WWF title didn't change hands at Survivor Series. So yeah, good match, 3.25. Then next up was the second Survivor Series elimination match. It was Edge and Christian and the Right to Censor, Buchanan and the Goodfather, accompanied by Val Venus, versus the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys. I actually really did like this match a lot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this was really good. Yeah, it did start off kind of average, but then, yeah, then everyone just came in and started brawling. Then the Hardy Boys took off their shirts and they were wearing camouflage. At one point, all Hardys and the Dudleys, they teamed up on triple DDTs on Bull Buchanan, the Goodfather, and Christian. Yeah, and then, yeah, well, Matt Hardy was on the top turnbuckle. Val Venus, they gave Matt Hardy a shot. And then, yeah, that allowed Bull Buchanan to eliminate Matt Hardy. And then Devon was, like, brawling with the other members of the team. And then Christian got pretty on Devon and eliminated him. And then Jeff and Bubba were on a 4-on-2 disadvantage, yeah. Yeah, then they made the comeback, where I think Edge accidentally speared Bull Buchanan or something, and then that allowed Bubba to pin and eliminate Bull Buchanan. And then Bubba gave Edge a full Nelson bomb, and then Christian tried to dive on Bubba, but Bubba moved out of the way, and Christian hit Edge. And then Edge got eliminated, and then they evened it up. And then the Goodfather threw Jeff Hardy's shoulder first into the ring post, and then, yeah, Goodfather saved Christian from a full Nelson bomb, and then, yeah, then Bubba got eliminated, and then Jeff was on his own. Then, yeah, Jeff then got a swanton on Jeff and eliminated him, and then it was down to Goodfather and Jeff. And then, yeah, Jeff moved out of the way from the train, and then Val Venus and Goodfather accidentally clotheslined each other, and then that allowed Jeff Hardy to pin Goodfather and win. And then afterwards, the Right to Censor all came with Steven Richards, and they were trying to assault Jeff Hardy, but then Matt Hardy and the Dudley Boyz came back, and they took out Right to Censor. They gave the Goodfather the What's Up, Val Venus, they gave the Goodfather the 3D, and they gave Val Venus the What's Up. And then we had the spots with the tables where the Hardy Boys leg dropped up Val Venus through a table, and then the Dudley Boys powerbombed Steven Richards through another one. Oh yeah, but it was kind of short though. I mean, if they were gonna have all these eliminations where all the eliminations possible in the match, yeah, it should have been longer, but it was still good. I give it 3.25. Then we got the main event: Stone Cold versus Triple H in a no disqualification match. Match of the night right here. This was a very good Attitude Era style brawl. Yeah. But yeah, I don't even think there was one pin attempt in the match. Yeah. There was a lot of brawling on the outside of the ring. And right here, yeah. I mean, at one point Stone Cold was gonna nail Triple H with a piece of staging, but like Triple H made Stone Cold drop it. Like he didn't even do anything to Stone Cold. Like he just like touched that piece of staging, and Stone Cold just dropped it. Yeah. And then, at one point, Stone Cold nailed Triple H with one of the monitors, and Triple H was a bloody wreck. I mean, he was bleeding bad. Yeah. And then Stone Cold nailed Triple H with a beer cooler, and he nailed Triple H with a couple beer cans. And yes, Triple H countered the stunner into a neck breaker at one point. Yeah. And there was a really nice spot here where Triple H was going to pedigree Stone Cold on the steel steps, but yeah, Stone Cold countered it, and he just reversed the pedigree, and Triple H went through the announce table. And yeah, Triple H was going to get his ankle broken by Stone Cold. Stone Cold had a chair around Triple H's ankle, but then Stone Cold took it off, and he put it around Triple H's neck. He was going to break Triple H's neck, but Triple H pulled the chair off before Stone Cold could do it. And then, yeah, it went to the backstage area, where Stone Cold Irish whipped Triple H into, like, some drink machine. And then all four Radicalz came and attacked Stone Cold. And yeah, we saw what happened here. Yeah. Yeah, Triple H went into the parking lot as officials were trying to get the Radicalz away. Yeah, but no one was going after Benoit. No one tried to restrain him. And then, yeah, Chris Benoit lured Stone Cold outside of the building. Yeah, Triple H was in a car. And then, yeah, Benoit ran out to the parking lot. It was just to run over Stone Cold again. But, yeah, Stone Cold wasn't there. And as Benoit went back into the building trying to find him, and Triple H was just waiting in the car. And then we saw Stone Cold in a forklift. He picked Triple H up. And then, yeah, we saw what happened here where Austin just, like, hoisted Triple H up into the air really high, and then he just tipped it over, and the car went flying down. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's awesome. I think that's my favorite Survivor Series moment of all time. So yeah, the match just like ended out of nowhere, but yeah, still really good match. 3 3/4. Overall show, I give it about a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, I really like this Survivor Series. Yeah, this is actually my personal favorite Survivor Series. Yeah, I just said that at the beginning. Yeah, this is actually my personal favorite Survivor Series of all time. Yeah, and like I said, the car drop with Triple H and Stone Cold, that's my favorite Survivor Series moment of all time. Yeah, that's just awesome. Yeah, yeah, there were some good matches on here. Yeah, pretty much only crap on the show was European title match and the women's title match. Yeah, but yeah, still really good show. But yeah, there are better Attitude Era shows to check out. But yeah, you won't be disappointed if you see the show. Alright, so that's it for my Survivor Series 2000 review. Hope you guys enjoyed this. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.